everyone, and welcome to Yemi's Corner. My name is Yemi Bibilua, and this is a YouTube channel where we talk about career growth, everything lifestyle. We're going to be learning people's mistakes, growth in their career, in real life. We're just going to be sharing real life experiences about, everything and anything, but most particularly career and how we can grow here. So today we're going into our interview series, and the first thing I would like to talk about is the very first question that comes up during your interviews, and that is, tell me about yourself. So let me wear my second eye so we can begin. Okay, so usually before you attend an interview, the very first thing, you're preparing, you're nervous, you don't know how it's gonna go. But yeah, the very first question that comes up at an interview is, tell me about yourself. So let's start. There's some do's and don'ts. There are things you should actually take note of when you're preparing for an interview, and how to answer, tell me about yourself. The very first thing you want to do when answering the question, tell me about yourself, is you start by thanking the interviewers for inviting you for the interview. So don't just jump into talking about yourself and how, the amount of experiences you have. No, thank them for inviting you for the interview and the opportunity to actually hear you speak. That is just the very first ideal thing you do before you start your interview. I know a lot of people who have just jackpot and you're nervous. The country where you're coming from is totally the way they do interviews is totally different. So this is an ideal way to start. Number 2, you can tell them why you applied for the job, right? How your skills match and the skills you've developed over the years match the job or advert. So more like you're explaining the skills you've grown: effective communication, networking. So go through the job advert, look for those specific, strong, general skills that you feel match the job and will make you shine on the job. And talk about them, how you sold them on the job advert and it made you excited about applying for the job. The next thing is you can list those skills out. So it gives you content of what to talk about. So you list out, let's say you have 5 skills that you feel are needed for the job of a public speaker: confidence, public speaking, effective communication. You list them out and explain how, give experiences where you've showed those skills and how those skills have grown over time. The next thing will be talk about your achievements. Very important. Most people skip that. I've had interviews where I actually skip that as well. But you can talk about the things you have achieved. It helps. Yeah, it helps you boost your confidence, and it keeps the interviewer glued to the things you can bring on board as well. So talk about your achievement, the things you are very proud of from your previous role, the roles you're coming in from. And the next one will be how you would help this company you're interviewing with achieve their task and objectives. Very important. So you can chip it into probably 1 or 2 questions that might come up at the interview, how you're gonna help them achieve their goal. So before you go for the interview, you should have prepared and gone through the job ad. Please go through the job ad. It's very important. From your understanding of the job ad, you talk about how you can actually help them and the ideas. Recommend ways you think you can bring in your skill to solve, their task on the job, to change things, to make things a little bit different so they can see your impact. And lastly, sell yourself. I can't say this enough. You need to learn to sell yourself. See, we don't sell ourselves enough. I fall victim of this as well. We don't know how to market yourself. Market yourself as a product to the company. Give them reasons why they must hire you. Give them reasons why without you, any other person who they're going to hire on the job is a mistake. Right? Sell yourself. Talk about, the really good things you've done in your previous roles and you think you can bring on board. Talk about your achievements. Talk about what makes you your good, one or two good qualities that makes you as a person. And my darlings, try and practice before the interview. It is very necessary. Practice, practice, practice. You can give someone, a friend, anyone, or someone you stay with, just try and practice before the interview. It'll go a long way and in helping boost your confidence at an interview. So with these few points of mine, I hope I have been able to help you, go through just a brief overview of, what you can talk about when the question, tell me about yourself, comes up. The next series will be talking about do's and don'ts of an interview. But if you're a newcomer here, please subscribe. Let's grow this community. It's going to be fun. In one of my series, I'm going to be talking about my real life experience of, my interviews here so far, and how it's been, and just run you guys through what to expect as well. So for now, thank you and have a nice day. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.